Okay. Well, sucks to be second player. Anyways. Yeah, so we're in the quarterfinals of this tournament, where I'm on a different name, which is a really good thing because I did not get to go on appropriate rant during first, or I forgot to go on an appropriate rant during the first stage about this name, and I guess it comes out of a song that is kind of, I don't know, wolfy, and that's often why it gets like, I don't know, panned is because of its wolfiness, but my rant is actually about film censorship, and that's that the movie that popularized the song is called Neptune's Daughter. And for the record, Neptune's Daughter takes place probably in Southern California, possibly in Florida, and in any case it takes place during the summer, which means it is decidedly not cold outside when it's sung. Yeah, the reason that I'm talking about film censorship is that it was supposed to be equally wolfy song, Slow Boat to China, and that got knocked out by the Hayes office. And anyways, the point is that that would have actually made sense, whereas this one does not make sense because it is summer in a warm weather climate, and it is decidedly not cold. Anyways, we have a board here. I have a 5-2. It appears that my opponent has a 2-5. We're going to open Paddock. We're going to gamble into the shuffle. We're probably hitting 6 on that one. I'm not sure what we're going to do with that, but yeah, we'll get there when the time comes. Aside from that, we probably want to be working with Siren as a cursor, a little bit of duration draw. Trashing's a little bit tough. You have expand. Plausibly we'll get up to that since we're going to get the horses into the deck. But yeah, we'll see how things go. This should also be a Paddock. I get the advantage of getting gambling to it, which is always nice. Just shorten the shuffle a bit. Now we'll play Paddock and do something. Possibly we'll buy Trail and not play it. The reason Trail is appealing is because you can Siren it out without having to do anything, although the other option is just like take another Paddock, right? And get playing those. Also, a little bit of context, this match is happening in the afternoon of a day that I played a league match at 7 in the morning, and I am a little bit tired from that. It was supposed to take place like 3 days ago, and somehow they had to cancel out a same-day scheduling. Like, I don't really know what's up with that, but point is, it's not exactly ideal conditions, but the alternative is playing it tomorrow at this time, which really does not work for me. I needed it to be like a couple hours earlier than they wanted to play. This is also kind of weird. They scheduled in, I've been doing all my scheduling Eastern time, even though it's like, I always do UTC and I live in Pacific time, but they scheduled back in Eastern time, but the times that they gave were kind of not Eastern time-ish. This is 4 p.m. Eastern, so I kind of suspect that they might be being like trying to be sneaky as a European. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to put another Paddock in with the idea that we can probably pick up Siren pretty soon. The other option is to put like a crown in, just given that we'll have the horses, maybe we can crown the Paddock, whatever. Eventually we will want villages because the intent is to play a Siren each turn. That. Okay, well, so much for that plan. Grab C charts. It's probably okay. I have a big decision to make here whether I want to Mule the crown or do something else with it. Alright, we're going to Mule the crown. Do we want to Stowaway? Do we want to go like C chart? I don't know that C chart can actually hit much. I think we'll take a Stowaway. This will be played Paddock by Siren. I get a shuffle triggered and there's a horse there, so I don't think it's that big a... I don't think there's much incentive to gamble. But actually I've seen all the estates, so I can gamble one. If it's the horse, oh well, I can Mule it. Alright, I can gamble once. It's not... Let's get our Siren in. I don't know whether I want this to be a second Siren or what. I mean, if you're taking a Siren, I'm playing the Stowaway, and we get to find out later, I guess. It's kind of looking like it's going to be a Siren buy. Or a Stowaway buy, or something else that costs 3. I mean, this had copper. This copper's has Siren written all over it. Just saying. Stowaway. Alright, little boost. It's good. Do I have horses in this shuffle? Yeah, I guess so. Alright, so probably we just play Paddock, gamble through, get our second Siren. Gambling. This has to be Siren now. I'd really like to get this shuffle triggered. I mean, there's another estate in there is the problem. Yeah, 4 out of 5. Getting a shuffle triggered is really good because it means that a potential curse isn't going in. Yeah, you have a little bit more stuff, seemingly. Not quite sure what's up with that. I mean, you have an extra Paddock. You're down 1 Siren, but that's not really... I basically somehow have 1 Stowaway compared to a Trail and a Paddock, which doesn't seem... I mean, it feels like something went wrong in here. I guess I have the one turn of empty gambling. Possibly. I don't know exactly what's up with that. This is going to be a second Siren. That Trail. Okay, this is pretty unideal. We'll gamble through this just because I feel like I want to reach the Paddock. This Mules. I guess this plays. I really want to reach that Paddock. Okay. I could take another Stowaway. It's a little tough to get the plus buy-in right now, but I guess I don't really have the means to be playing more Stowaway. A C chart's maybe okay. Like I'd have to be buying a duration for the Stow. I don't really want to be doing that yet. Alright, let's go C chart. Definitely feel like I'm getting through things a little bit worse. Although you've had some pretty hot turkey. Okay, never mind about getting through things worse. I mean, these turns are setting up okay. Probably. Okay. Crown, horse. Yeah. What do we want here? Like expand? It's probably alright. We can expand. I don't know what we'll do with the expand, but what is that card? That is the C chart. We may as well leave it on top. I guess we could also go with a second crown. Like if we want to crown Paddock, say, later. That actually might be a little bit more appealing than an expand right now. Just keep trying to get through the deck rather than like try to do the trashing out, which I may or may not be able to do. Hard to say. Let's take the expand. I'm feeling ambitious or something. We may not have the means to play everything, but well. The big hope is basically just to get Siren played, no matter what. That's the thing that needs to happen, even if it means something else doesn't. Okay, I really do not like seeing all three terminals right here. This expand should have been a crown, is what I'm learning. Okay. I mean, there's a crown in there, but, you know, I just burned all my horses. And, yeah, that pretty well sucks. We can't gamble into crown and have it work during the whatever phase. I mean, we'll still try to gamble through just because this stuff's so bad. I'll probably buy a Stowaway, just get this one played. I need another crown, actually, probably more than anything. Now that I mention it. I need a shuffle trigger. Just, Mule it. Let's get another crown in the deck. Or do we want to do the Stowaway? I mean, we could also just do the Stowaway. Pray for a better turn next turn. We'll see. Do not like not getting horses into the deck. It's a bad position. It's a really bad position. Oh, the expand could have been non-terminal. I'm so stupid. I could have gained a trail. Sigh. That could have been a stage trail. I just missed it. That's really, really bad. You got your Siren played. That's annoying. Well, we won't miss it again. Alright, just gambling through everything. Won't miss it again. Well, apparently we will miss it again. Yikes. I mean, I guess we play this and we gamble, because... Okay. That's good at least. Yeah, I just really badly screwed up 2 turns ago when I didn't expand into trail for, like, no reason at all. Oh well. I don't think this game's gonna go well. Did I mention that I was tired? I may have mentioned that I was tired. I'm tired. Maybe I'll get to give an extra curse. Nope. Okay. It's disappointing. Well, now the Paddock is non-terminal. That's good news. There's a minor little problem of, you know, the fact that I have like 0 horses in deck, but these things can be accounted for somehow. Let's start with the C chart. No, oh, it did draw something. That's nice of it. I mean, we can do this where we do the Paddock, and then we're going to Crown Expand. This can go to Trail, and this can go to Stowaway. Hopefully we can start to get a little bit more out of the deck. If I kind of assume that I'm drawing all right, I would probably like a Crown here. I don't know how well I am, be perfectly honest. But like crowning horse, crowning Paddock would both be really nice things to be doing. There's no real incentive to really make sure that I get over the shuffle anymore. Like I just want to have the best buys possible. No longer have to absorb a curse before a shuffle. Missing the thing is just so bad. To be honest, it's so bad. Like I could have 1 fewer estates, and I just don't because I screwed up. Oh well. We'll hope these stowaways come through for me. I doubt they will, but it's fun to think. You definitely just want another crown. I have fewer good cards. I mean, I have fewer bad cards, maybe? I don't even know if I have fewer bad cards. Are there 2 horses in the trash? Oh, I trashed 2 of them for Siren, that's right. I keep like looking at the number of horses and freaking out about how many you have, but there's 2 in the trash, so I can still freak out about how many you have, but I'm not like totally freaking out. I'm only kind of freaking out. It was really disappointing that you kept finding the Sirens. Like, I think I could have gotten a curse split reasonably. Anyways. Alright. Let's see it. Deck. Yeah, that's not amazing. Yeah, we put another crown in. Next turn I can expand the trail. I don't really want to gamble into this just because I'm like, well, I think I'm okay with it. Like, what am I going to find that offends me? That definitely doesn't offend me. We can take this into a, what? Like, estate to crown. That sounds pretty okay. Do I gamble again? Maybe. Siren, that's pretty good. Stowaway, that's pretty good. Alright, well that was lucky. All seemed like good things to play rather than not play. You know? I mean, you do have a frightening number of horses. You have, what, 10 of them? No. No, you have, I had 3. You had 7 of them. 7 horses. That was like incredibly lucky to get the expand Siren Stowaway. Like there were so many worse things that could be there. I'll just say it makes up for you having found the Siren so many times. I don't think it really does at all. I don't know how badly I need another Paddock. They're pretty good, Paddocks. I also wonder if you're just gonna like draw a deck and I'm dead. That's looking like a possible outcome here. Very possible outcome. You can also gamble into the expand, although with a bunch of horses in there, it's less appealing. Man, blanking on the expand was so embarrassing. Like, there's people watching this, see? There's also going to be people watching this video, and I just did not understand that I could expand a state into trail and have it be non-terminal. Oh man, that's just pathetic. I don't think anything's low enough that you'd be going after Colony, and you definitely, I mean, you don't really need to be going after Platinum either. I think this should probably be another Paddock for you. Have you cleared all your estates? No. You still have 1 left. I mean, I guess I'm drawing nearly as much. Maybe. Just having crowning horses. I guess with Crown, Paddock draws a little bit more than the Stowaway stuff. It's alright. We'll figure it out. I've also had like the C chart be amazing. At least once. Yeah. Person takes forever. I don't know that I think that's been fast this game, but I think the time's gonna be pretty uneven. Like, man, I am nowhere close to piling. Just buy the thing that looks best for your deck, which is probably Paddock, maybe Crown. What do I want to crown? I want to crown the expand. And I want to crown... I don't think I really need to be committing right now. Like, I could crown horse. Without a second one. I could also go crown horse. I'd kind of like to crown a Paddock, but it seems difficult. There's the expand. So, let's go ahead and play this horse. I can actually, for sure, draw with the C chart. What we'll do is we'll go crown, expand that guy into an expand. That's a Stowaway. I guess I could actually go like Curse to Stowaway. I mean, we're gonna draw whatever. The question is like, do I want to get around and gamble the other Paddock that I have? Probably. Which means not putting these horses in. Or maybe it does mean putting these horses in. It doesn't mean putting these horses in because that makes C-Chart not draw. Okay. So let's do that. Play these. Fine. Gamble. Expand. Probably estate to Paddock. Oh, I'm gonna leave 2 horses on top. That's amazing. Okay. And then another crown. Like, does that leave you able to possibly win with crowning expands? Maybe. Crown expand, 4 gains, get more expands. You might be able to pile crown plus expand from here. So maybe I want another expand. Like, that's a possibility, right? I don't have enough trails. That's what I'm discovering. There's so many more trails than me. Like, you can get so many expands next turn. Why can't I get that many expands? Because I don't have any trails, that's why. Like, I think if I buy crown, I give you a win. If I don't buy crown, do I give you a win? Maybe not. I mean, you don't have as much draw in the deck. I have what, 4 horses, you have 6. I think it takes quite a lot, but I think it's in range is the problem. I mean, maybe I just need a trail in order to have the same expanding potential. So I can, like, mid-turn gain a whole bunch of expands. I kind of like that idea. We can go trail to expand, Stowaway, which will potentially no longer need to crown. I'm seeing this. I'm totally seeing how this is going to work. Did you trash your last estate? No, just trashed out 2 curses. To your none. I'm trying to imagine there being a win over there. I mean, I think it's possible. There's a lot of horses, although how many of those do you need to be crowning? You know? A lot of them. Oh, this is looking like the end of a turn. Well, that sucks for you. Do I want to play this? Darn right I want to play that. Whoa. I do not approve of these gambles. I think this should have been a province. So if we're winning this turn, it's going to be expand and something almost assuredly crown. That being said, it's maybe easier said than done. I want to crown, expand. I'm also not really convinced I need to be winning this turn at the moment. Like, I think I can do some points and that'll probably be good enough. Right? And we could take 2 expands, but I don't really feel like there's a whole lot of need. I probably do want another crown and another trail, which does lower those a little bit. You know, like if we're going to have this ability to potentially win the game this next turn. Last card there is an expand, but I have played everything that is in the discard pile, so let's do C chart. Okay. I'm gonna hit 11. Probably just want to buy a colony, like clear out 2 curses into stowaways. This seems okay to do. Probably. Might be a little overambitious. Let's see. There's a good chance you can pile crown plus trail. I don't know. It seems probably in range. Well, maybe not. No, because you only have the. I guess you have the Kiln. That's the extra gain that I'm not really accounting for here. Well, I think you're still short. You have the 4 gains plus a buy. Maybe crown, something, but you don't have the buy, so I think you're most assuredly short. You can go into like crown expand, although you've burned all your trails, I'm pretty sure. Which makes things a lot harder. You know? Not having burned all your trails like this seemed not good unless you really had to do it. You need to be expanding those things. Maybe you can still do it with like Paddock or something, but I kind of think you're short, especially since you need to be putting expands on like curses too. Yeah, I don't think this is happening. I don't think this is happening. 3 stowaways out. That's pretty good. So, my theory is that with no trails in deck, you cannot win. You may also have some trouble because you have no horses left, so this is like the end of your draw also. Entirely. So I'm going to say things look pretty good for me. Yeah. And you're just going to like max out points. I guess that's what's going to happen, but I think I'm good. maybe I'll clear out all your curses, but I would only need to be making 5 points. It should be pretty straightforward with everything else, gotta say. I drew all the way around last turn, so assuming we can do so again this turn, which I think we probably should be able to, we'll be fine. Okay, just point maxing. Not point maxing. What the hell does that even mean? Point max. Point maxing. It sounds awful. What does that even mean? Did I mention that I'm tired? Also, this game's going really long. It's alright. It's okay when games go long when I win them. I'm gonna win this one. Most assuredly. Wow, I have 4 crowns. I'm gonna be a little bit ambitious with these. Okay. This to expand, the other one to crown. And we should have it pretty easily. We just need to figure out how to crown both of those expands, which should be not much of a problem. Okay, last thing is an expand. Just kinda do it right. Yeah, I don't know. The Stowaways came through in the end. I think you were doing weird stuff. I certainly had the better start there with the Paddock gamble rather than the whatever else it was. Oh, this will have a nice uneven start. Ooh, it's Flag Bearer. That's exciting. I don't play with Flag Bearer normally, so you know. Oh man, I missed the Otter. That sucks. I guess we're gonna go research and then shuffle trigger. We might draw it dead, which would stink, but I don't know what else there is to do. I mean, you have to do the shuffle trigger. So, yeah. I guess, like, even if we saw Otter, it's not the most appealing thing ever. Like, what's your eventual deck here? Like, you can do a mess of experiments, and then what? That kind of sucks. Maybe is it just, like, Wayfarer money? You don't trash copper, or, like, count money? Count Wayfarer money? I'm starting to think. Like, it's not, the payoff for trying to draw is not amazing, and it's really hard to keep drawing. You know? Just pointing like maybe we do something else, like we take a Flag Bearer here, and we won't count, because we won't count so badly. Or we take a silver. To maximize chances of hitting 5 next turn. Because you can do it with a count, so you can go gain copper, trash hand, buy Wayfarer. Which is amazing. Like, are we going to open Flag Bearer? Just under the theory that helps hit 5 next turn? Probably. I don't really want to research. We're just going to end up playing money, and then we also have the advantage where, like, fountain works for us. In this count money deck. Alright, I'm convinced. Let's do it. See, that's why I don't like the experiment open, is because, like, you're staring at this necropolis with 4 and you're going, dang, I don't want to otter this necropolis. Like, that's no good. You want to otter your necropolis. Even like research flag bearers. Anyways. No, we didn't get to the count, which means maybe we take a research here. I mean, this is pretty good. Like, we have the overgrown estate, 2 whatevers. I guess I could also just take another flag bearer right now. Like, the count turn next turn looks like we want it to. Maybe we get to trash a flag bearer. Oh boy. If you end up doing whatever, it's fine. We got a Wayfarer. I have to keep pretty careful track of where the coppers are at. It is something that we're gonna wanna get 10 of for fountain in this game, most definitely. I mean, you might get flag back on your count trash. I don't know. Yeah. Well, whatever. It's fine. He did what he was supposed to. Another Wayfarer. Crossroads. Probably can live with the Crossroads. I have enough things in the deck, and we can always otter the necropolis if the 2 end up colliding. What do I want to do here anyways? Like, top deck, gain a duchy. Gain a duchy, buy another Crossroads. That makes some amount of sense. It looks funky, but I think it's alright. How many coppers did you take out? I guess you only took out 2. Gross. I want to be provincing pretty soon. I don't know exactly how that's going to happen, but... You trashing? Oh, that's awesome. Okay, you are not competitive for fountain points. That is good news over here. What do we want? Gold. Another Wayfarer, maybe. Yeah, okay. I like where this is going. I definitely like where this is going. Man, you not doing fountain points is so beautiful. Just, oh man, It's so beautiful. It like makes me so much happier about this game. Okay. I guess we're provincing, right? So maybe we should have done the flag bear and top deck the Crossroads. Yeah, well. Just go like gain copper, 3 coins. I don't even really need to consistently province given the fountain points. That's just so nice to not have to worry about these. They're 15, yeah, it's 15. Like you cannot be doing that on this kind of deck. I mean, maybe I'll get back around to it, but I kind of doubt it. How many coppers am I at? 9. If I hit 4, maybe I'll take the flag back. That would be kind of desirable. We have all... No, there's one that's in my deck, I guess. If we don't hit 4, we're never going to do it, because why would I? Like, if I'm hitting better numbers, let's buy better things. Specifically province. This province. Okay, copper duchy flag bearer this turn. I mean, maybe I'll be able to come back around on the coppers. I just don't think so. I don't think so. You're not really giving indication that that's something you're doing. Next copper puts me over. Just a note. You need 9 coppers to push you over. Did you trash your necropolis? Oh, you trashed your necropolis. That seems short-sighted, especially if you were trying to build. Yeah. I mean, maybe I'll just buy the flag bearer back this turn. I don't know. Province flag bearer for you. I just don't think it does any good, because like at some point I'm going to gain this copper and like you're toast at that point. Like you're not going to make up 15 points on me with this deck. It doesn't do enough. That's my theory anyways. Like, I might even need the coppers. Maybe you can hit 16. I don't know. Pretty sure I'm 1 copper away. It'd be really good to know for sure, but if I don't, oh well. Pretty sure I'm at 9. You have 1. There's 11 in the trash. So that's 12. There's 19 now. How do I only have 7 coppers? Doesn't sound right. 19 coppers missing. I swear I trashed 3. I may have a white ways to go on the coppers, actually. I think you have 1. Yeah. Research. Okay. Well, if I can keep hitting province, I don't think it matters so much. I'm just gonna go gain copper, gain duchy, buy copper. I think we have 1 copper to go. Oh, you double province duchy. That sounds possible. We'll see. I didn't get there. Alright. I mean, it would have been a tie, which is fine. Clearly we're going for the win right here. But if we don't get it, oh well, we'll buy copper and be merry. Right. 12, yeah. Uh-huh. Miscounted the coppers a bit through the middle of the game there, but it's not going to matter. You have too many points to make up. Alright. 2 wins. Let's go for a 3rd. Let's see, your start. Just need to win 1 of the next 3. Of course, you start 2 of them, which is kind of annoying, but so it goes. So it goes. What do we have here? Royal Carriage Bridge Troll. You probably want to trash down a little bit in the meantime. I guess we're going to open like Chariot Race Necromancer. Necromancer being what I mean by trashing down. I don't think you really want to be taking Lighthouse. -1 coin's not really anything to worry about compared with the early niceness of being able to squirrel things. Not a great board to be second player on, for sure. I'm really glad the last copper was actually 15 points. It would have been really embarrassing to buy a copper and have nothing happen. Right? Let's go Chariot Race Necromancer. Don't really want to peril anything. Loot sucks. Just want bridge trolls. You actually don't even need that many bridge trolls, right? Like, normally a bridge troll split's like, oh my gosh, there's a bridge troll split, but, like, oftentimes, like, you can make it up with royal carriages if you really need to. It's gotta be a 2-5, otherwise you shouldn't be taking Lighthouse, you should be taking Chariot Race. No, it's not a 2-5. Maybe you'll take Skulk. That sounds terrible. Maybe it's alright. Like, you can squirrel the Skulk and hit your numbers. Still, with the gold. Anyways. I prefer Necromancering. We're squirreling this though, right? Like, Squirrel take Lighthouse. Yeah. Because I'd like to be reaching my number next turn. Just go Chariot Race here, buy Bridge Troll or something. Or not Chariot Race, but squirrel the Chariot Race, buy Bridge Troll. I mean, I'd really like to trash a little bit. Gotta say. We're not going to, of course. We're going to be playing Bridge Troll, but... Whoa! You see that? That was awesome. And they would take, like, Town Chariot Race here. It's tempting, of course, to take another Bridge Troll, but I need to start getting the villages in just so that I can, you know, squirrel stuff appropriately. We could also think about a royal carriage. That might just be better than Town, although I would like to get maybe another card with it, which could be Lighthouse. Like a Lighthouse carriage here. It's alright. Squirrel this. I guess that was the, like, other possible reason to put another Bridge Troll in was, into this shuffle, it's gonna be a while before I see this one again, but we'll try to live with it. Go like, this turn I'll do the Town Chariot Race. I'm definitely squirreling this Lighthouse. You can go over this shuffle. That sounds like a really good idea. Going over the shuffle. Oh, there's a carriage in there. Maybe we won't go over the shuffle. Maybe I'll play Chariot Race. Well, we can go over the shuffle playing Chariot Race first, knowing that the carriage is sitting right there. Okay. Discard? Top deck? I guess we top deck. I could take Squirrel now. That is probably the best use of this carriage. I'm gonna Squirrel the Apprentice though, because it's way cooler to Squirrel the Apprentice. And take another Town probably. Okay. It would be really good to find that Town. Just saying. That is not the Town. Just saying. 7 would be Bridge Troll Town. That's probably what I need to be going with. Even if it does leave the Lighthouse for a turn. Leave me unlighthoused for a turn, or whatever it is I'm trying to say here. Of money. Maybe just a squirrel 2 things, like town, double squirrel. Hit 4 with a bridge troll out, we can take a carriage. That sounds okay. Yeah, I kind of like that plan. This isn't actually 4, this is 3. Do that. I can't count. That's what we're learning. Okay, that's unfortunate. That is good. That's really, really good, actually. Free lighthouses. No. I did not get any of my little bit of trashing in, which is very disappointing, I must say. When did I try to draw into this any? Like, what's in here? Necromancer? Probably worth it. You know, trashing an estate is like squirreling a thing. Actually, I don't know. I'm worried that you're just building a little bit too much squirrel momentum. That's going to do me in. Yeah, with squirrel, you build up squirrel momentum. And it's awesome. I think it's worth peeking into the deck a bit. I still think it's worth peeking into the deck a bit. I have been corrected in my assessment that it's worth peeking into the deck a bit. I am not building any squirrel momentum here. This is quite bad. You always want to be building squirrel momentum. That's one thing I've noticed, that I do have a bit of a point lead. This could be good. Given that it's like a bridge troll game and piles are reducing at a somewhat rapid rate. I also don't know, like, why did you get all those lighthouses? Like, I mean, they look free, but they're really not. Like, they don't draw, and you're a little bit light on draw, and like, you think you're going to squirrel them, but you do need terminal space to do that. You know? This shuffle, I'm going to try to reserve the Royal Carriages back, and try to get them on bridge trolls. You know, getting them on bridge trolls allows you to buy lots of stuff 2 turns in a row, which is awesome. Just try to be a little bit more conservative with things, which means I think I want this Necromancer to spy. Okay. Let's peek into the deck. Darn. Squirrel that. Do I want this lighthouse? Sure, why not? I mean, I can think of a lot of reasons why not, but we will ignore those reasons and do it anyways. I probably should just squirrel both. It's alright. I'll get over it somehow. Maybe. You never know. I am very much known to not get over these kinds of things. That seems like an okay turn. I don't know if I'm like missing a town in here or something. Obviously, we'd like to be squirreling, but it's not looking probable. If I'd rather put the carriage on bridge troll than squirrel something. Kind of depends on how ambitious I end up being this turn. Like how much buy do we want in our deck? Let's see. I mean, if the Chariot race flips a carriage, I probably just run with it. If the Chariot race flips a bridge troll, I cry. Not really, because why would I cry about this game? I would still be up 2-1. Like, I'm still have lots of chances. You know. I lost squirrel momentum. That's what happened. I don't know that I was ever trying to get squirrel momentum. It's probably more like it. And you need to be trying to get squirrel momentum. Okay. It is a carriage. That is amazing. That said, I think we just put them all on bridge troll and call it a day. Yeah. What do we want to do here? Maybe a little bit of green. Some carriages. I don't know. What are we trying to do anyways? Maybe pile like town chariot race. I think I just take duchy, double town race, and say come get me. That sounds kind of reasonable. And you only have one more bridge troll, you don't have any more carriages, I don't think. You bought one last turn, but you're not getting to it. At least that's my theory. Oh, maybe you are getting to it. Awkward. That would be kind of awkward. You get up to 5 buys, you can probably take province in the races. I mean, you need to have a chariot race hit is what needs to happen. Like, if you have a chariot race hit, okay, this is not looking like a chariot race is hitting, I must say. Which means I just win this turn. I think pretty much no matter what you do. So I'm going to have 6 buys. And duchies are going to cost 0. What a stupid way to win a game. I just had this magical shuffle where I could see the royal carriages were colliding with the bridge trolls, and I decided that I was going to do it that way. I mean, you have to score, maybe? Okay, that's how you're going to score. That's fine. That was so stupid. Look at these chariot races just be amazing. Alright. We're advancing to the semifinals, so I didn't actually need to get my rant about film censorship in, but, yeah. I guess we're on to the next round, whatever that's gonna do. So I will see you all. And, man, that last game, I don't really know. Anyways, see you all.